West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start. On the move from inside is 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Arizona Wildcats offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Right, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they turn it into a defensive score.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you, they knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. With the catch, it's Hunter. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls in.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Mountaineers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He'll pull it down. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Vance. Makes the grab over the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense. And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To throw, it's Klein. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Got it in the middle, it's Powell.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Finds his man. It's Powell. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Caught in the backfield. It's Hunter.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
He leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Dropping back, it's Klein. Makes the grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Final play of the quarter coming. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The give to the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. The DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
The Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. Gives it on the option. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, know, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Vance. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Caught close to the marker. It's Martin. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Mountaineers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback making checks. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Complete to the right. And that's a live ball. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Arizona! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won, and the fact this wasn't ever really in question. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Vance. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll try the run. Runs through a tackle. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cook. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Looking to throw, it's Vance. Already find a hole in that secondary. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Got it in the middle. It's Moss. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage. And
oh, he's got some space. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Trying to pound it in. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for.
Touchdown, West Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Arizona will kick off to get the second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there and push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just
turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep...
Wide open on the right. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Gets it all the way. The 2-yard line, he was fighting for that end zone.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason.
Touchdown, Mountaineer! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Klein. Bringing the heat. He makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Arizona going back to work with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. The play action fake. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the... What a play there. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. To the air, it's Klein. Here's a heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Handoff from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
West Virginia, 35, Arizona.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. They go to the ground. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
First down, West Virginia.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With a first down in the final period. Dropping back, it's Vance. He spins that thing down the middle. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give from the gun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Somehow fits it into that traffic. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Still looking on the move. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. But he had just enough, and that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Klein. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it, first down and more. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly.
There he goes. Smashes ahead. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're dealing with a second and long. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. It'll be third and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day. They get through and it's blocked. And they scoop it up.
Yeah, and how about this defense? They've been struggling all day long. You're at a huge deficit, and you finally come up and make a play, block a kick. Maybe this creates some momentum now for your offense, and maybe they can go bail you out and make this a ball game.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Klein. Fires toward the target. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good...
Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Mountaineers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
West Virginia. West Virginia.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And remember, he's already had one blocked in this game. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.